Hey guys, it's Leiden
And Tyler.
here from Tech Focus, yes, and today we're doing a review on a CyberPower desktop computer with an i7-6950X in it and SLI GTX 1080s in it. So, what we're going to review today, it's just going to we're just doing a quick review on it, like what our opinions are and thoughts on it, and you guys can leave your thoughts down in the description at the end of the video. So, what do you think, Tyler? What's your first thoughts on this?
Dual 1080s overkill. Just
Yeah,
overkill. No.
dual 1080s, in my opinion, are overkill.
Yeah.
i7-6950X, extremely overkill.
Yes.
$1,200 processor in that area.
I went out my way and I got all the prices for everything in pounds, and then I added them all up and then transferred it to Canadian, whatever. So to pounds, this is 3,769, and Canadian it's 6,279, and then I got all the prices for each individual thing. So the CPU is 1,276.99, 541.99 times 2, so that's 1,082. Yeah, and then the RAM is 199, 116.99 for the cooler, which is liquid cooler. The hard drive and SSD is 100. The motherboard is 124. The essentials like Windows 10 and the crappy motherboard and mouse and whatever is 50, and then the power supply is 75. And adding all that up together, it's £3,176 and 5,289 Canadian dollars.
So basically, and our assumptions of getting all the parts, adding it all up, how much you could pay for it actually on like Newegg or something, or buy all the parts off the cheapest parts on all individual websites, you're pretty much overpaying by, well, Canadian $1,000, and for the UK,
£600.
yeah, and £600 for the UK. So that's insane. Like, you're really overpaying like $1,000 for a computer you could pre-built for $1,000 cheaper. And the thing that I really noticed in this build is, and I've noticed with all CyberPower PC builds, is they don't match authentics at all. Like, they take the keyboard and mouse, the exact same one, and just toss it with any computer. And the red and black keyboard looks extremely offset and ugly with the blue and green.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Why has it got blue LEDs but a red keyboard? What?
Yeah, like that's not even like that's not really good. Like, it doesn't really match much at all. It has a really nice case in my opinion.
I like
This
the folding off panel at the side.
Yeah, the case is up the Fantech P400 Black Edition. It's a really nice case. I like that. I like that opening it has, and you can see all the guts of your build. I really like cases like that because it looks awesome. So you can see what's inside your build. And you can put LEDs in there, stuff like that, and show off your build. But it's a really nice case. Everything is really good hardware, obviously, if you're paying, well, $6K in Canada. So, but just the color scheme matching is really off. And so, for your opinion, Tyler, what do you think somebody's going to do with this computer
Well,
for original use and stuff like that? And it says gaming and entertainment. What do you think people are actually going to use this computer for?
if you're like a big company and you had enough money to buy this, or if you just have enough money anyway, and you're like some kind of photographer and editor or whatever, you're probably going to use it for editing, probably overkilling most users. But most people are going to use it for gaming and rendering, in my opinion. Probably 4K-ish rendering.
Yeah, like I would, if I had this computer, I would be definitely doing 4K rendering and stuff like that. Because if I was to have a computer like this, I actually would not buy an i5-6950X. I would not go out of the way to buy that processor. I would get an i7-670K or even a i5-6600K. Well, actually, I'd go to 670K, but like, if you're running SLI 1080s, you're not going to need anything more than an i7. Doesn't even matter. Even a Haswell, like a 4790K Devil's Canyon, I don't understand why they went with a 6950X just for some overkill rendering. Clearly, because yeah, that's a bit much.
And also, what is this limited warranty period where you get 1 year in parts and labour? And that's flaming for 2 years is $180 and 1 year is $90. But in my opinion, you're probably not gonna have the computer for 2 years. Because by then there'll be like new things out that you probably want, and this computer won't be jack shit in the
If
future.
Well, it wouldn't be if I had if I actually bought this computer, I would keep the processor
And the
and
GPUs.
the CPU. Well, yeah, the GPUs obviously I would keep them, but the processor and stuff, like all that stuff, like over the GPUs. After this year, I would have the exact same computer, but every year I would save up to upgrade to get the newest 080 version or like the next year after this Nvidia will probably have an 1180 or a 1280 or something like that. So I would keep upgrading every year, getting double SLI cards or just
Mhm.
maybe even sometimes, and that's all I would do because an i7 6950X is going to be overkill for a long time considering games these days still only they just use quad, like you just need a good quad core to run games. You don't need a 10 core hyper threaded,
Also,
like
it has 32 gig of DDR4, 4 terabyte, and a 500 gig SSD. So my assumption is that the 32 gigabyte of DDR4 is probably split for rendering and gaming. The 4 terabyte is probably to hold all your games and stuff like that, and the 500 gig is probably to hold like VR games and stuff like that, and probably an
yeah.
operating system.
Yeah, because if I was to get a gaming build, if I was to build a Skylake gaming build, I get an i5 6600K or 6500 or 6600 in the non-K version, probably 16 gigs of DDR4, even 8, even eight's fine, but I do 16 just for future. For yeah, I'd probably get a 1 terabyte and maybe a 128 gigabyte solid state,
Well,
maybe.
I'd probably get
But
a 250 gig SSD and probably 2 terabytes. 'Cause I like that.
yeah, maybe, yeah. 250, yeah, 250 gig SSD and a 2 terabyte, even or that, but you don't need anything more than an i5. And saying I how they have this computer listed is entirely wrong. For gaming and entertainment, for gaming I can kind of see it, but not that much considering this computer is extremely overkill. You're looking at the second fastest graphics card in the world now, because considering they came out with the Pascal Titans, and you're looking at one of the actually the i7 6950X is the fastest i7 they have ever made. But there is Xeons that are faster. But for an enthusiast CPU, this is the fastest CPU they have on the market for an i7. So I don't understand where the entertainment links with a high-end i7.
No, neither do I. If you guys have want to go check this out for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. Also, what's your opinion on it? Leave a like. Go check out our AMD Zen video.
Yeah,
And it's been me and Lion, and see
from
you guys
Tech
later.
Focus, yes. And see you guys later. Peace.
Peace, my friends. Lion, good video, my
Peace.
friend.